Alrighty, here we go. Going to the range. Going to be doing some skill assessments tonight. Should be an interesting one. I'm not sure exactly how it's going to go, but we will see. We will certainly see. So we're going to hit a couple balls here, get loose, and see how we get on. Let me just send out the bat signal. Make sure everything looks good. And then we're going to roll. Oh boy, I'll tell you what though, after playing 36 holes last night, I am so incredibly tight. Like my body hurts. My body hurts, my back, my knees, my elbow. Everything hurts. And we'll see how tonight goes. But it's gonna be, it might take me a couple swings here to get loose. I wasn't gonna have a beer tonight, but seeing how my back was feeling, I don't know if I could play without one. Maybe that's why people drink when they play golf, just so they can get their body loose. Might be why I play, to be honest. Let's see here. Ooh. Nice and chilly. We got a heat wave, 41 degrees. So that's good. That's a little bit warmer than we've had the last couple nights. Last couple nights it's been about 38 in here. So this is warm. So the way the skill assessment works is you can select up to 10 different targets, distances that you can hit to. I believe it takes a look at your dispersion. It takes a look at your ball flight. Probably the most important thing is probably just the consistency. So dispersion is probably going to play into effect the most. It's just as long as you're hitting it somewhat consistent is all they're really looking for. Oh boy. I knew that was going to happen at some point. I'm too far over. So we're going to move this guy. My follow through there, I made contact with the projector. Luckily the lens is on the other side. All right, I'm going to try and hit one 85 yards because I know that is one of my targets tonight. It's probably a touch shy. Yeah, 82. So it's going to measure proximity, dispersion, probably the optimization of the swing. I'm trying to get to that 85 number. So we just got to hit a little bit harder. Hit a couple here. Just one more with this club and then we'll move on. Keep loosening up, get to the content. That might be the one we're looking for. Yeah, a little deep. Okay, no problem. I wonder why like that. See, like that's what I'm talking about there is like the shot score says that would put me at an 88. Maybe because it's looking at like my averages as a whole on the sim with this club. And since it went so much shorter that's why it read it that way. All right, a couple pitching wedges. Should be left. Well, One thing is for certain. We know that we got the left ball covered. And if you've watched any of the live streams, that is pretty much my ball flight. Okay. And since those targets are going to be down the line, we kind of have to hit it straight, no? Okay, one more pitching wedge. Hit some 6 irons. That one felt good. Yeah, that's really nice. Really short though. Let's try it one more time. One more time. That's the swing there. That's the one we want. Okay, let's hit a couple 6 irons. Change up the club. It says 6, yeah? Yeah. Ball's laced, but it is left. That's a huge 6 iron, holy smokes. Maybe the back's a little bit more loose than we thought. That's more gooder. The non-pulls though, definitely don't go as far. Definitely do not. That's the strike we were looking for. That is the one. Okay. Do a couple 2 irons just to get the body loose with the heavy club. We will not be hitting this one in the skills challenge. So you only choose 10 shots. So the 2 clubs that I'm omitting in my challenge will be the 2 iron and the hybrid. Oh my God, that hurt. That's thin. That hurt. Note to self, do not hit a 2 iron thin in 40-degree weather. That one stung a little bit. That's more like it. That is a seed. Oh yeah, baby. That is the one. Sorry, I lost my tea here, guys. Okay, I think we're loose, and we will absolutely loosen up as we go. We'll hit a couple drivers here. Bink. Hit 2 of these, and then we'll be on our merry way. So I think I found something in my driver swing a little bit last night. But I don't know if I'll be able to reproduce it. We'll have to wait and see tonight, because we got a target, I think, at 315 or 320. No cut. trying to. Holy smokes. Golf ball go far. 119 on the swing speed. Hot mama. What was the ball speed? 173, so definitely some room for improvement there. But yeah, that felt really good. Try that same thing here again. See, that one I don't understand. That one I don't get. I've got left in the bag. Like, I can definitely do that. But that feels so far left. With 1100 spin, like, I don't necessarily agree with that. All right, one more, because we can't end on that garbage. That ball should be left. It is hit very hard though. Yeah, 310 carry, 331, 121 on the club head speed, 177 ball speed. Those are the two highest numbers that we have seen on the sim for me, so that's good. We're starting to generate a little bit more club head speed, which is beautiful. But with all of that being said, it is time for the skills assessment. So let me make sure this got set up properly, if it kept all my settings. Yes. Okay. So the way the skills assessment is going to work, we've got 10 different targets. We're going to hit 10 different clubs. All of them should be a comfortable distance for the club that we have there. We're going to hit 6 shots, taking the best 5. And then what it'll do is give you sort of an aggregated score per club and then overall as a whole. So we're going to hit 60 shots, taking our best 50. And we'll see what comes out of it. So I have not seen what the result set actually looks like when you do one of these. So we'll find out together tonight. All right, so we're starting at, what we say, 85 yards? Where does it say the target? Oh, there it is in the top left. My net's blocking it though. So 85 yards. We're going to be hitting our 58 degree. This shot normally for me is a really good number, but I've really struggled with it probably the last 3 or 4 years, honestly. So here we go, 84 yards, 85 yards, carry it just behind. I say that's good, that's a hit. Beautiful. Okay, same thing. I like that the ball flight is consistent and the result is consistent. That's a good thing. Okay, shot number 3. That one's going to be a little short. Hit that off the toe. Still technically a hit, which these greens must be monsters. Because that's pretty short. Yeah, because I mean, we're 8 yards short there. I guess 8 yards, 24 feet, that's not unrealistic. That one might be pulled, and I don't know if it's going to cut back. It did. Good strike. So we're on our 5th shot here. We're not going to take too much time in between shots here. We're just going to go. And then we'll take a look at the end results together. That one felt the best, if I'm being honest. It's a little short. All right, this is our last one. That one felt pretty darn good. Pulled it a touch. Distance was great. That's pretty consistent with what we've seen on the course over the last couple weeks. All right, so now we've got our next target, which is 100 yards, is that what it says? 100 yards. Okay, this is a smooth knockdown 52. I try to hit this number a lot on the golf course, or at least like position myself so I have this shot. So here we go. That is fat, that is short, and that is pretty consistent with what we've seen. Oh, how'd that get there? That doesn't deserve that. That doesn't deserve that. Okay, take it. That one felt fantastic. I'd say. You like that one? 3 feet from the hole. That's definitely a pull. That's accurate and short. Yeah, a little short. Dispersion, honestly though, even with the mishits, not horrible. Let's get another sip of beer here for the next one. And that outside to in is actually what I'm going for with this swing. So that club path is appropriate for what I'm trying. That should be pretty good. Yep. Good one. 11 feet. 11 feet is absolutely acceptable from 100 yards. Oh, that's so gross. That's going to be 20 yards short. I'm not even going to look at it. Go pick up the next club. Technically that hit the target. That's gross. Oh wait, we got one more. Shit. I'm sitting here thinking about 5 because that's we're looking at 5 results. Okay. It might be a touch long. The strike was fantastic, but I think it's deep. Yeah, a couple yards deep. Again, absolutely acceptable. So we got 125 yards with a pitching wedge. So I did not try to stretch these targets out to a max distance. They should be all relatively comfortable. So we got pitching wedge, smooth, 125. Should be good. Here we go. You got to hit it. I got there. I'm 22, 14 feet away. Again, the thing that I'm most excited to see is, do we have consistency? Because that's really what the name of the game is when I get out on the course. I'm just looking to be a little bit more consistent. Again, these numbers probably through 8 iron should be relatively consistent. And then the dispersion starts to pick up a little bit. That's the best one of the bunch. It is leaking a little bit. Just gonna take some yardage off. We're going left, center, right. Let's see if we can repeat that and go left, center, right again. That's a good one. It's nice when you can't see the tracer right off the bat, because that means it is consistent. So there we go. 8 feet away, 125. It's a great number. Great number. Okay, this is shot number 5. So we got 2 more. Should fall right, be pretty good. Consistently a little bit short there though. That's okay. All right, final pitching wedge before we move on. That's going to be right. Yeah, not by much though. 12 feet. Absolutely take that. So now we got 140 yards with a 9 iron. So where the first couple rounds have been smooth shots, or 3/4, we're now going to step into more full number territory. So here we go. 9 iron, 140 yards. Pretty good. 15 feet. I wonder if it'll give you like handicap comparisons at the end, right? Like that would be pretty cool to see. It's like, all right, this is what the average proximity is for a scratch golfer or a tour player or whatever. 33 feet. Getting a little further from our target there. Honestly though, all of these are relatively good strikes. So the data should be pretty good. And like we were talking about, it's consistent. I think if I did this 2 weeks ago, it wouldn't be anywhere remotely close to this kind of consistency. Should be right. Yeah, we got stuck on that one. We got stuck on that one. I missed the target. Gross. Gross, that was lazy. That was lazy. didn't finish my golf swing. That might be a touch long, but I hit it fantastic. Or not long, 10 feet short. Good swing. And our final 9-iron. That's left. That's left. Catch a piece. That's not going to catch a piece, is it? Eek. Squeaked it out 42 feet. Okay. 8-iron, 155. So this marks, let's start, what, 5th club? 5th club, yep. So, let's keep it rolling. 155, smooth 8-iron. That is an excellent ball strike. It's a little short. So we got to hit it a little bit harder than that. Swing felt fantastic though, if I'm being perfectly honest. Might be a little bit right. Hit solid though. Yeah, just leaked. Just leaked. Like I said, we're gonna have to start moving the club head a little bit more. So we should see that dispersion start to look like this, where it gets a little bit wider. Obviously you don't want it too wide, but it's to be expected a little bit. Fat. Oh, that's my first toe chunk of the night. That one hurts. That does not do your, that should be the throwaway. Although I was hoping the right ball would be the throwaway. All right, Tommy, no more of that. That's the one there. That is the swing. Just took us a couple shots to get there. What was that, number 4? Okay, 17 feet. 155, absolutely acceptable. That one was hit very good as well. Man, that's short. That is short. I mean, look at the launch. Everything is like through the roof. You got red, red, red across the board at the bottom, which honestly isn't wildly surprising with how I hit the golf ball, which is super high and spinny. That should be a much better strike, a little bit lower. Should be good. Yeah, I'll take that one. 12 feet, that's the best of the bunch. 175, 7-iron. Okay, I think that's the halfway point, right? No, we're 5 clubs down. All right, so we are at 175 yards. This is a smooth 7-iron. We're gonna go 7.65. Do we have 4? I think it's 7.65 and then driver. Yeah, that sounds right. All right, 7-iron now. Oh, I almost shanked it. I can tell you what, I'm not going to hit another one like that with a 7-iron. At least I hope not, God. Oh, boy. Here we go. That didn't happen. Here we go. First swing with a 7-iron. That's pulled, but much better strike of the golf ball. Ooh, all right, no more of that smooth stuff. We gotta start moving the body again. Technically hit the target. All right, 7-iron. That's better. That's more like it. There we go, we got our number right too. I mean, if I'm within 2 yards of my target number, I can't complain about that. I might be a little bit right. Don't know if it's going to draw over or not. Did not hit it good though. Another miss. Ooh. No, sir. No, sir. Okay, we're getting a little bit erratic. Let's slow down. Let's get a sip of beer and chill out for a second, because we are just rattling through these golf balls. Okay, reset, 7-iron. Focus on the strike. Let the ball flight take care of itself. No more steering it. Get back here, ball. This should be good. Oh boy. Falling away on our numbers here a little bit. So let's get behind this a little bit here. Hit it a little bit harder. That's much better. It's going to be a little left, but number-wise should be right. A little deep, actually. So that just shows if we do swing at the golf ball, we absolutely can get it there. 190 yards, 6-iron. Okay. So we got 2 more iron shots. And driver. So at the end of this, it'll analyze all 50 shots, obviously throwing away the 10 miss hits, which I think is fair. I think as we do this more and more and more, I want to try and do this at least once a week. We'll get rid of that 6 number and just do 5. Here we go, 6-iron, 190. Fat. Oh. Still almost got there though. I guess that one I'll chalk up as a mat strike, because that ball should not have gone 180 yards. That was pretty poor. Starting to sweat a little bit though, guys. Oh boy, we're falling apart. We're falling apart. Jesus. Tommy. I mean, I guess we are at 190 yards, but still, we can hit greens from 190 yards. We do that all the time. Okay. Come on. Finally, a halfway decent strike. Third time's a charm with a 6-iron apparently. 183 though. Oh, there it tells you. Dynamic handicap, plus 1.3. Whatever, however they calculate that. That's the one there, gentlemen. That's the strike there. Plus 4 on that shot. Nice. What's up, Brett? How we doing? This is 5 of 6. Oh, that ball's pummeled. Wait, get back here, ball. Yeah. There we go. I hope it averages it all up, because that would be pretty cool. I'm ripping my mat to shreds here on this dot. Gonna have to keep rotating the mat. Okay, final 6-iron. Yes, sir. That is a beauty. Go in. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. 205 5-iron. So there is no messing around with this one. Oh, excuse me. Boy, I'm gonna tell you what. Hitting 60 shots this quick is making the old man sweat. Okay, 5-iron. Wherever that club is. Where the hell are you? There you are. 205. So, of all the clubs, this is probably outer limits for a 5-iron. I don't have much more in the tank than that. Like if I get it 105, that means it is a pristine strike. Here we go. It's off the toe, it's gonna be low and left. But we hit the green. That's crazy. So you say a 1.3 handicap would hit it to 40 feet with a 5-iron. That's a pretty damn good one, if you ask me. Here we go, number 2. That's an excellent strike there. That should be right at it. Yes, sir, all day. Okay. That one felt really good too. Yeah, but I mean, that's what's crazy to me is this, they've got this whole notion of like optimal, right? I want to know how they get their optimal ranges for a 5-iron. Is it based off of my swing speed? I would assume it is, like all the average of all my shots with a 5-iron. Because that's kind of insane. Like that I'm 5 degrees high. Oh, that's what's up. Brett, how we do? We fare all right? Was it on the sim or was it outside? Here we go, 5-iron again. It's going to be thin, short, and right. Get there, ball. Chase, 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 chase. Okay, it did. It did. But what's crazy is this club on the sim for me has been really consistent. Like really consistent. Maybe I should just hit it to 200 yards on the course. Oh, ball's laced. It's left though. Damn it. That was a good swing. It says it's a 13 handicap. No, that's probably fair. Outside, 9 over. Hell yeah. 3 pars is really good. What led to the bogeys and more? Was it the drives or was it the short game today? No, I want to throw that one away. Oh, I want to throw that one away. Never see it again. The fact that that's on the green and rolls up and it's going to give me a positive number, +4 handicap, that swing is so shit. That was a horrible swing. Just got away with it because it freaking released. All right, here we go. 6 of 6. That's a good strike. That was a good strike. See, like that last one might have been closer than that. But to me, that is such a better swing. Oh, we are doing 2-iron. Hell yeah. I couldn't remember if I snuck this puppy in or not. Okay, so this is a hell of a target. Yeah, the no warm-up thing makes it really hard, man. That's why, like, for me, if I don't warm up, legitimately, I think my round starts on hole 6. Because at least at that point, I've hit 5 full shots. Oh, God. Rookie mistake, Brett. Can't not be checking numbers here. All right, here we go. 2-iron, 245 is the target. That is aggressive. Watch, this is going to be closer than anything. Oh, shit, that's deep. What a swing. What a swing. Not bad for the first 2-iron. Do that 5 more times, that's pretty good. All right, 2-iron number 2. I might be right. Again, you hit the green from 245. We're missing it from 140. I do love this golf club, though, to be perfectly honest with you. All right, number 3. Excuse me. Sorry, gentlemen. That might be too much. Are you going to cut? Nope. Pulled it. Good number, though. Okay. There you go. That's what I'm talking about, Brett. That makes you feel good, doesn't it? To know that you can do it. Oh, turnover ball. Hold your line. Shit, I missed again. Well, maybe it's a hit. It's a hit. Okay. Yeah, I really like this club, Brett. This is my second, well, my third favorite golf purchase of all time. Number one was my TaylorMade R7 Super Quad that I bought when I was 17. That was the greatest club I've ever owned by far. I killed that thing. It was an absolute weapon. And then, when was it? It was in college, my junior year, warming up for the conference championship. It was probably about 36 degrees, hitting balls on the range, and the club had exploded. So that was the end of the era for that one. Number two is definitely my Sim 2. I love that thing. That is absolutely fantastic. And then this would be number three for me. So we're on shot 5 of 6 with a 2-iron. Should be pretty good as well. Yeah, that's going to be really nice actually, because that should roll. Yeah, I mean, we're hitting the green from 245. And the proximity to the hole is pretty darn good, which for me is not a surprise. My long game is good. My wedge game is where I need to work on. Like my long game is relatively consistent. My short game needs work. All right, final 2-iron. That should be another good one. Oh, it's going left. No. Missed again, but the strike was fantastic. 254. That's deep. That is deep. Now we get the fun boy. I don't care how close I am to the pin in terms of short, long. I care about left, right. So we want to be straight. If I hit at 330, I'm not going to complain, okay? We can adjust the targets the next go around. Okay, here we go. Driver number one, we get 6 whacks at it. What are we doing? We're not using the Kirkland ball. Get out of here, Costco. We're putting the gamer in play. We'll hit the Pro V. Here we go. Driver number one. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I hit that so good. Oh, we hit that so good. No. Okay. Take 2. Oh, God. No, sir. Absolutely not. Well, I mean, if you guys have been watching, that puts me at a 25 handicap. No 25 handicaps in at 315. But accuracy-wise, 100%. Yeah, what I need to do this winter, Brett, my mission in terms of like equipment, I want a 5-wood. I don't have a fairway wood, which actually really hurts me in some scenarios. But by the way, Brett, we were talking about this last night. Look at the club path. Outside to in, 3 degrees. That's over the top, my friend. I know you and Mort were giving me shit about it yesterday, but that is over the top. That's a much better ball. missing by much there. So that says a 5 handicap. It's interesting because I consider this my weapon, right? 119 on the swing speed. Bravo. We're moving the club a little bit better now. That's the money ball. That's the money ball. Shit almost went in. Did it hit the hole? Ivan, so at home, just the plus, I've done fittings on, actually now that I think about it, my 3 fittings were all on TrackMan. So, I mean, I love the TrackMan, it's fantastic. It's just, I don't want to spend $25,000 on a unit, whereas I can spend $2,000 and honestly the numbers are very, very good. This is not GS Pro, so this is the SkyTrak software standard that you can buy through them. I got the complete package, so the range with all the numbers, which if I'm not mistaken, the numbers are very similar to what you get in terms of the amount of data to GS Pro. And we get 35 courses through TrackMan and 35 courses through Foresight. So here we go, driver number 4. And then I'll answer another set of questions there if you got some, Ivan. Appreciate it, buddy. Oh, that's ugly. Okay, it didn't read? No, it did read? No, it didn't read. Got lucky. That was a shitty swing. Hit that one off the toe. I mean, the numbers would have been okay. Oh, thanks, buddy. I appreciate that. Not bad for somebody who plays 8 to 10 rounds a year. We'll be playing a lot more in here. That's off the heel. So it shouldn't be too bad distance or accuracy wise, but distance wise, we're going to sacrifice a little bit. How is that? I'd like to have a word with the SkyTrak folks on the handicap calculator for a 312-yard drive. But to be fair, it's 25 yards left, so that is accurate. So here we go. 5 of 6 driver. Come on, let's try and find that center stripe. That's a heel ball. It should slice or barely cut. All right, this is number 6. Club head speed 121, guys. For being 42 degrees in the garage, we're starting to move it a little bit, but that smash factor 139 is pretty poor. All right. Last driver of the skills assessment. Let's just hit the piss out of it. 315 is the target. I want to carry this one 315. So let's see if we got that in the bag tonight. So that's going to take that 120 club speed and we're going to need to actually find the center of the club face. All right, here we go. Oh, mama. I don't even care. I don't even care what we say. We want to carry at 315. We almost did. 329. Okay. That is so freaking awesome. Man, that's cool. So what does it have us at? our long game was really good. So what is that, 6? Oh, I guess what club is that though? Target 1. So at 190 yards, 205 and 245 were all at a plus handicap, which honestly is not surprising. My long game is usually pretty good. Yeah, I mean, honestly, one of those drives was unacceptable, Ivan. It was the first one. It was like, it was actually like a pull pretty poorly. But what is hilarious about that number, my handicap in real life, and I'll pull it up on GHIN here for you guys so you know I'm not trolling. I am a 0.4. The fact that we ended at 0.4, let me move my screen here so you can see all the numbers. Give me 1 second. You see that better now? But I am a 0.4 handicap. Let me pull up GHIN real quick. So let me know if you guys can see this or not. I don't know how clear it's going to be. I am a 0.4 handicap on the GHIN. And the fact that hitting 60 shots put me at a 0.4 is pretty darn funny. Now, obviously, that doesn't take into consideration chipping and putting. What I would like to do, what would be pretty cool, is to do like a wedge game. So I'd like to do 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, right? And that sort of be my range. That would be pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, hitting the golf ball has never been my problem, Ivan. Normally, I hit the ball pretty consistent. I've got a shot, and you can see here, just looking down the line, like 5-10 yards left is pretty good for me. With my wedges, I like the ball does fall right, but I do hit a slight draw like off the center line with most of my other clubs, which is what you can see once you get past, 125, everything's sort of left of that line, which is pretty normal, and I set up for that a little bit. But what's interesting is here when I'm on a mat, I've got so many different alignment aids where like I know I'm parallel with the mat, I'm parallel with the system. So therefore, like my ball does go a little bit left, right? Whereas in real life, I probably drop my right foot back like a ½ inch to an inch, and I hit that pole. So for me, the thing that I wanted to see, I just wanted to see consistency, right? So which one of those is dispersion? There it is. Shot dispersion in feet. Yeah, I mean the 175 one, I hit some bad shots, which is why it was reading 29. Everything else up to 200 yards was under 20 feet dispersion. So, or is that 20 yards? 20 yards, okay. Oh, So, not terrible. The driver, I think what we do is we probably adjust that number because it looks like we had no problem actually hitting that ball 320. Swing speed was so much better. That last ball speed was 177, which is pretty damn cool. Oh, they've got all, sweet. Let me export this first, guys. 1 second. Okay. Oh, it's exporting them all. So cool. Man, that shit is cool. So we'll step through it shot by shot here. Take a look at these numbers. Man, what a cool ass feature. That is so damn cool. All right, so next, this is the wedge. So left, slight pulls, good shots, not bad. That's the 52 degree, which we love that shot. Yeah, this is a new purchase. So I got this, I don't know, I have to go back and look at my my YouTube streams. I think it's been about 2 weeks. This to me, this is why I bought it, not just to play courses. Like, this shit is so cool to me. I definitely geek out over golf numbers and getting to analyze my stuff a little bit. But that's really cool. So that's good. So that was we hit 100% of the targets from 100 yards, which is probably pretty accurate. Then we were a +3.2 with the pitching wedge, which is crazy because that to me is a really hard golf shot. Dispersion was fantastic. 9-iron. So this is where we started to go away from like super smooth swings and into more full shots. And you can see that. I mean, you look at my target here, or where the balls ended up, left of the target, which is not surprising. So I think that should be, I think there's one that's a little bit off, and that's probably the 7-iron because I mishit a couple. But it should be just left of that line, right? That should be pretty consistent. So yeah, that's the one that's going to be off. I don't know why I hit my 8-iron short right on every single swing. But yeah, so we jumped up to a 1.4 handicap from 155 yards. 7-iron, I hit some really poor shots. So no surprise with the number there. Then we get into, how far was this one? What was the target on this puppy? Oh, this is the 190-yard shot. Yeah, so you can see everything left of the line, nothing right, which is pretty par for the course for me. 5-iron, I hit some absolute beauties in there. Good numbers there. That was the 2-iron. Yeah, I mean, at a 245-yard target to be that consistent is pretty sweet. Because we're never, I mean, very rarely do we get a 245-yard par 3. Normally it maxed out about 225, 230, which I'll hit 4-iron. So this club is really for off the tee. So if that's, I mean, if we're almost hitting like a green size target at 245, you know, it's pretty automatic off the tee, which is nice. And then unfortunately this number is going to be, honestly, Ivan, it might. So, and then driver, the super far right one, that first one that's low left, that's realistically, that's the only one I had a problem with. The one that's like the furthest left of the target. The rest of those are all shots that I can hit on a course, no problem. So what's interesting is of all my clubs, the 8-iron is the only one that has been reshafted. So it very well could. I mean, I'll take it into the shop. I found a guy here. I just moved to New England back in February, but I did find a club fitter up here that's pretty good. So I can take it in. It doesn't hurt, right? Just see how it matches up with the rest of my clubs. But man, that is so cool. This stuff right here makes this purchase well worth it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I am going to shut it down a little bit early tonight. So we've only been, we've been live for a little bit. But I've been playing 36 holes almost every single night on the sim. So if you guys want to come back, subscribe, helps a ton. Give the video a thumbs up. Or not, just come in and hang out. And We'll go over stuff like this. We'll do, I think the next one is going to be wedges. So we'll do starting at like 40 yards and work our way up to about 110. We'll probably do like more granular stuff at like 5-yard gaps all along the way. So we have to hit some different shots and really see what it is. This to me, I think is, we went from like a 3/4 58 all the way up to driver. We hit every club in the bag except for our 4-iron and 3 hybrid. So I think it gives you, or gives me a very good perspective of where my game is. And I think it is absolutely fantastic that that overall number, we'll go back to that first page, landed on my exact GHIN handicap. I think that's, that is, I feel like Big Brother was listening on that one to end up at that exact number. But that's really cool. I mean, this is fantastic. So I appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. Again, swing by. We'll probably be doing this 4 to 5 nights a week. We'll do a bunch of like data stuff, shot, like specific shot practice, maybe once or twice, and we'll probably try and play either 27 or 36 on the other nights. So appreciate it, guys. Have a fantastic evening. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. And what I'll do is I'll post the results. I'll post this PDF on my YouTube channel if anybody wants to take a look at it, just to see what sort of data that the system actually spits out here. So thanks, guys. Have a great night, and I'll catch you hopefully on the next stream. Thanks, guys.